Jazzy, first in. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, Kate, Diane. Oh, you guys have got to unmute yourselves. Christy, hello. Martina, hello, welcome. Alpana, welcome.
Hi.
Teresa, Caroline. Eleanor, welcome. Dogus, welcome. Cassandra. Imi, wow, what time is it, Imi, in Australia?
2:30 in the morning.
Oh my gosh, guys, that is commitment. Thank you for waking up in the middle of the night to be here. We appreciate you.
Thank you for having me. Hi.
Welcome, Julia. Anna, welcome. Stephen, welcome. Rob, welcome. I can't see your face, Rob. Wow, we're all here. Thank you all for joining, for being here. What a vibrant room we have. Hey, Hattie.
Hello.
Simone, welcome. Pat, hello. Antoine, bonjour.
Bonjour. Hello.
Lovely. Shout out the country that you're in.
I'm in France.
France. And the rest of you?
United States. Canada.
Yay!
Switzerland.
Switzerland. Where else? Don't be shy.
Australia.
Australia.
No?
Where's that?
England.
Yes, repping it for the UK.
Espanol.
Espanol. Who's from Spain?
Fuerteventura. I'm not for Fuerteventura. I'm in the holidays.
Oh, beautiful. It must be very sunny there.
Yeah, it's it.
Tony, welcome. Sarah, welcome. Antonia, welcome. We've got a full house, full familia. So get cozy, guys. I'm so happy you're here. Some of you might recognize each other from previous womb rooms. Have a look around into the eyes of each other, some familiar faces. Cassandra, welcome. Cassandra, you look like you've joined with your partner. Beautiful. This is a beautiful session to join with your partner and your children. So if you can gather them, it's a really nice, beautiful way to connect deeper with your whole family. So feel comfortable here. Just going to give a few minutes for everyone else to arrive. So nice to see you all. Some of you I've not seen for years, and you're all glowing. Kate, welcome. Beautiful. So I hope you have got somewhere cozy to lie down. These Zoom sessions, they often look like slumber parties because everyone's tucked up in a duvet and it's very, very cozy. So while we're waiting for everyone to arrive, you can prepare your space. That's very nice, Diane. Diane, that room that you're in is bringing back memories of all the alchemy that we used to do. Magic, right? Yeah, physical space is important. Being in a physical space that we feel comfortable in and cozy in, we know we're not going to be interrupted. It's really beautiful. Help us go deeper in this field. So it's a nice idea to lie down for this. Cindy, where are you, Cindy? Welcome. I can see you're in, but I can't see your video. Terry, welcome. Have I welcomed everyone? Some of you know me, some of you don't know me. I'll introduce myself. Lauren, welcome. Tanya, welcome. Roxana, welcome. Pauline, welcome. Niran, welcome. Marissa. I missed you too, Cindy. Thank you. So guys, you're welcome to use the chat. I love to have everyone off mute, but we have some sound interruptions when there's lots of people on the call. So, feel free to use the chat. Let's start. Put your hand up if you've been in one of my programs or womb rooms, group programs, group healing sessions before. Put your hand up. Lots of you. And put your hand up if this is your first time in one of my group healing sessions. And Tony is like straight up. First time. Kate, first time. That's funny because you look familiar, Kate. We must have spoken at some point before. We have, haven't we? Thank you for being here. If this is your first time, thank you so much for being here and for your trust to dive into this field. Just before we start, a little bit of housekeeping, and then what we'll do is I'll introduce myself. Hey, Kirsty. And I will let us all know why we're here. Not at an existential level, just for today. And what we'll do is I'm going to explain a little bit about the tribe, what that is, invite you all to join. Many of you are already part of the tribe. And then what we're going to do is we're going to dive straight in. Because this is experiential. You're here to experience healing work, healing alchemy, and really what's possible. And experiencing is believing. Lovely to see you too, Stephen. Yes, it's your first time. So if you can put your video on, it's wonderful, but you don't have to put your video on. You do whatever you feel most comfortable with. Great. So my name is Safa. I'm based here in London, and I'm a healer, a womb alchemist, and I specialize in somatic trauma work and energy alchemy. So I specialize also in working with groups, so multiple nervous systems at the same time. So in this field, we do very deep healing work at an individual level. But when we come together at a collective level, what's possible often goes far beyond our immediate and individual imaginations. And that's why it's so powerful to be part of a group field. And when we are part of this group field, what we start to experience is not just a deeper sense of belonging, but a deeper connection with our power. A deeper connection with what we're really capable of. And as we start to deepen our alchemy work, as we have done in the womb room, for example, those of you who've been in that journey, you start to realize that it's actually possible not just to heal yourself, but to heal each other. Not necessarily through doing, but through the frequency that you embody and how that spreads out through the field. When we start to experience our power in the field without words, that's when we really start to believe in ourselves. And when we believe in ourselves, not only do we embody higher frequencies, but our life journey and the things that we have to overcome become so much more manageable because we have that core self-belief. We know who we are. We know what we can do. We've had evidence, repeated evidence for what's possible. And healing work is a practice. I feel like lots of you are involved in healing work and you've experienced healing work before. If you're completely new to energy healing work, can you put your hands up? No one. No, Teresa, the alchemist, the great mother. is put her hand up. That's very ironic. Now, so I know that's not true, but actually you make a really nice point, Teresa. We're always new. We're always newborn and we're always learning. I certainly am. And every single session, when I dive into this field, I learn something new. And every time we break ground and we go deeper, we do feel new all over again. And we feel like we're learning new skills, new energy healing skills. So we allow ourselves to learn again, over and over again. So what we're here to do is experience individual healing, collective healing, and see how deep we can go. Now, I've created a program, and you are all welcome to join. Some of you have already joined. This program is really for us to develop spiritually our sensitivity to subtle energy fields. Because when we develop sensitivity to subtle energy fields, we start to be able to go into the purpose rather than the manifest symptoms. We start to be able to become the architects of our own reality. Why? Because we're going deeper than what is manifesting in our lives. We are the ones who choose. And our choice points are in the field. And our choice points manifest in our physical reality. So experiencing this on a regular basis is beneficial, not just for our nervous systems, but also for our spiritual growth. And if you're a healer, if you're in the healing arts, if you're in the creative arts, if you're in a role that really requires you to maintain your connection with spirit, how do you do that? How do you do that on a consistent basis? Group healing is a very powerful way to do that, because everything that we experience in terms of, trauma and pain and challenges and blocks and fears, insecurities, things maybe with our body, physical conditions that we may be experiencing, relational challenges that we may be experiencing, whether it's with partners, friends, family. A lot of this, if you go to the root cause, it's a level of disconnection. So some of you would have received my email where I was talking and explaining why the root cause of everything that is blocking us is connection. Disconnection, or the level that we've connected at is not deep enough to get us into the place where we need to be to fully experience what we are desiring to experience. Think about your lives. Think about your relationships and how they could be deeper, better, more fulfilling, more rewarding, more loving, more alive, vibrant. All of this is calling us into deeper connection. Think about your body. Maybe you've been on a journey of healing your body, healing your womb, healing your nervous system. That was a big part of my journey. And my journey started by really having to face how disconnected I was from my own body, from my own womb. And going on the journey of healing is going on a journey of connection. So it might be a nice experience to reflect on your own progress through your life so far, how you've reconnected, what has helped you to connect. And every time you do that reflection, what you'll find is it's in those moments where you reconnect, you feel at a deeper level into your body sensations, you feel at a deeper level into your emotional body, your emotional intelligence. You start to feel at a deeper connection to your spirit, your energy system, your spirit body. That's when you start to get the breakthroughs. And the collective field, which affects all of us all the time and has affected us even before we were in our mother's womb, we were imprinted through the collective field, and we continue to be in this world that we live in. It's the most powerful form of transmutation. So we're born from this collective field and we exist here. however much we might want to do this journey solo, and I've certainly wanted to do this journey solo for many years. I spent in isolation, really on the spiritual, solitude path, and focusing on healing myself and helping others heal. And Spirit said to me, yeah, you're doing great work, but there's something missing. What do you want? And I said, I want to experience like more bliss, more joy. And Spirit showed me the answer and the solution to that is in the collective field. And I had a lot of resistance around opening up to really be vulnerable with people and connect with people, because a lot of the time when we do, what do we experience? Think about the last time you dared to be really vulnerable, maybe with a family member, maybe with your partner, maybe with a friend. We don't always get met at the level where we are. So we interpret that. We interpret that little disconnection inside us, whether it was in our childhood with our caregivers, whether it's in our partnership, whether it's with our children, whether it's with our colleagues, these little breaks in connection. Inside, we collect them. And then they start to resonate within us, and we start to feel a certain way. Before we know it, we're living a life of disconnection with our body, experiencing physical symptoms, illnesses, chronic conditions, with our hearts, experiencing blocks that we can't seem to overcome, struggling to feel emotions safely, struggling to capture the sacredness of our emotions because we're disconnected from our emotional body. So at all these levels, we're seeking deeper connection. And the fastest way in, the most profound way in, is through the collective field. So when we do healing work individually, it's very powerful, especially for releasing trauma, personal trauma from our childhood, etc. But when we do work at a collective level and we heal together in this field, and you start to feel the resonance of your energy system in the group field, and you start to feel everyone else's, your sensitivity increases, your ability to connect increases, and that trickles out into your life because your heart has expanded into the collective. And when that starts trickling out into your life, it becomes very easy for you to navigate your personal challenges. Why? Because you're part of something bigger, because you can feel that you are. Not from up here, from inside. So being part of a field, a group collective field, where you get to grow spiritually and you get to heal and you get to be seen, heard, and most importantly, felt. That's what we're here to do. That is what brings us that sense of, I'm worthy, I'm here, I deserve to be here, I'm part of this web, this sacred web. When we disconnect and we isolate ourselves, we can get far on an individual level, but there will come a point in our growth where we have to reintegrate with the collective and start doing this work together. Put your hand up if that resonates with you at some level as you reflect on your life. Certainly, we reflect on, what was the root causes? Let me share, like, vulnerably. Let me be really open with you guys, because I have to lead by example. When I started my trauma healing journey, I really didn't know why I was experiencing the physical symptoms I was. Had no idea. I didn't know why I was surrounded by people, but I still felt lonely. Still had no one that I would really open up to. But I was the one organizing the brunches, the parties. I didn't know why I had worked so hard in my career. I was in tech back then, but I still felt like something was missing. I didn't know why I had, the perfect partner on paper, but I didn't feel like we were in resonance. I was always in a state of lack. I was secure financially, but I felt poor. And in my childhood, always seeking something that I didn't know what I was seeking and being missed. So many of us were missed in our childhood at that felt sense level. Yes, we may have been provided for financially. We may have had food on the table, a roof over our head. Maybe we even got hugs and we got told, well done, darling, I'm proud of you. But there's an energetic meeting that we can only do for ourselves, for our children, with our partners, and for each other, when we have accessed our own energy body, when we know how we vibrate in the field. And so I spent my whole life seeking something that I couldn't even explain. Seeking something deeper to fulfill me. And I realized I was seeking connection. And when I started to reconnect with my body, all the shit came up. Pardon my French, Antoine. All the pain, all the buried emotions that I had disconnected from, all the fear that I didn't even know I had. And I had to work through that, process that for 10 years. And it humbles you. It really, really does. And going on this journey, many of you have gone on this journey of reconnecting. It never ends. I can tell you that. The deeper we reconnect with our bodies, with our womb, with our nervous system, with our emotional body, our heart, with each other, what happens? We experience through our felt senses deeper connection. That may be with challenging emotions. That may be with disturbing imprints. Some of you are doing ancestral healing. You're reconnecting with very deep currents of what has been normalized through your ancestral lines. When we do work at the collective, we're feeling in to things that at the collective level that have been normalized for us, where we've been told at a certain level, this is what's for you. Don't break out of that box. We don't even know we're in the box. That's the truth. We don't know we're in the box until we feel it, challenge the vibration, and dare to open our hearts to feel deeper. Because we believe in ourselves and we say, there must be something deeper here for me. Am I limited by this frequency? Am I limited by this vibration? Or can I go deeper? And the journey of reconnecting, not only is it a daily practice, and sometimes we get caught up there. We're like, oh, I've done all this work. Some of you might resonate with this. Done all this work, done all this healing work. Why do I still have up and down days? Why do I still cry? Why do I still feel pain? Why are days still tough? Why do I still doubt myself? Why do things not flow so easily and so readily, all at my command? They do. But we're disconnected from the field in which they are occurring, because that field is very subtle. And we live in this material world. This material world, if we don't go deeper, it will overcome us. What do I mean by that? We look around and we go, this is it. This is what all there is for me. It's in the deeper field that we learn to reconnect and access everything that is available to us. And that is a journey that never ends. It's an infinite love. It's infinite growth. It's infinite benevolence. It's infinite abundance. That's the truth. Now, wherever we find ourselves resisting that ultimate truth of infinity, that's where we see our ego. And in that ego structure, which is a vibrational structure in time space, that's where we notice levels of disconnection. Maybe we're disconnected from belief systems that we don't even know we're holding. Until we reconnect, how do we heal that? How do we heal belief systems of lack that we've been handed down generation after generation? We have to reconnect. So healing is fundamentally reconnection work. Reconnection with our bodies, reconnection with our mind, reconnection with our emotions, reconnection with each other. And the fastest way to do that is to do it in a group field. Because other people here will give you permission. How do people give you permission? Those of you who've done the womb room journey will know. They don't say, I give you permission. They go there first. They feel what you are feeling or have felt at some level, can't put words to. And in the field, they're there processing. You're in that field too. At some level, your consciousness goes, oh, not your conscious mind, your consciousness. It goes, oh, it's possible to transmute there. They've given you permission. You can do as much work one-on-one with yourself, self-healing meditation. You can do as much work one-on-one with a therapist, but it's when you drop into this collective field and you have 50 people in the field processing their structures in time space. Can you see the possibility that opens up in your field? Why? Because it's already happening. And you become like the people that you're around. If the people you're around are processing nothing because they don't want to, what happens? Do you open up fields of possibility? Do you open up the courage within you? Do you get triggered by and inspired to vibrate in that way? Not really. You stay stuck. When we get stuck, we start to feel very challenged, limited. So by allowing ourselves to drop in to the group field on a regular basis, by allowing ourselves to be in community, which was, let me say, the scariest thing for me. Put your hand up if community triggers the shit out of you. Diane, straight up. Put your hands up if community triggers the shit out of you. My hand's right up. Kate's hand is up. Aparna's hand is up. Kirsty, Rob, Kirsty's like, Kirsty, I can feel the trigger moving through your fingertips. Jazzy, Dogus, do you see what I mean? Simone, like how many communities now have you been part of? Like hand is still up. My hand is up. Community triggers us. It's by design. Open the newspaper. No, don't. And this is the thing. Community requires what? Spirit says, say it. Big balls. Right? Because we can hide from ourselves in our private lives. We can tuck ourselves away and tuck our emotions away in our family life and pretend it doesn't exist. And our friends, do they even really know us? Really? Do they hold you there at your highest self and wait for you to vibrate there? Or do they go, hey, how are you? How's it going? Yeah, cool. Oh, do you want to know about what's going on with me? Happens. Why? Because we're interacting at this level. Community, particularly when it's a community held in a collective field with emphasis on energetic integrity, that's when we get really activated and we get to decide, is it a trigger or is it an activation? What's the difference? Is there a difference? The point is, being in community is one of the most challenging things that we can do. It's also one of the most rewarding things that we can do. Really. Being in a community where we are felt for our essence, our spirit, not our ego, not just our suffering, but what we're processing, working through, journeying through. Being in a community where we open up our hearts and share vulnerably and potentially change someone's life. When we're in that space, we move differently. We flow differently. And being and holding space in these communities that I have created over the years, Room in particular, honestly, it has changed me so much for the better. The main thing it has allowed me to do is step into fear. And all we're held back by is fear. Fear and love. Those are the choice points we make all the time. Fear and love, fear and love. Whether it's financially, it's fear and love. Whether it's emotionally, fear and love. Relationally, fear and love. Creatively, it's fear and love. Everything. So, by allowing ourselves to be in a space that gives us access to the courage and our spirit strength, our spiritual strength, to allow us to move into fear and transmute it so we're no longer limited by it, that affects your entire life. And it can accelerate your healing, it can accelerate your growth, it can accelerate your business, it can accelerate your entire life. Much more than sitting there trying to do it on your own. Let's have a few questions before we get stuck in. I know you guys are like lying down and getting cozy and ready to start. Let's I want to open up for questions. Is there anything that you're wondering, maybe about your own personal journey, or anything that I've mentioned about the collective field, about how we heal differently in a group versus individually, about what you can actually get by being part of this community and co-creating the community? When I say being part, I mean participating in community, not being a passenger or a passive observer, creating the community that you want to be part of. Kirsty.
A lot of triggers tend to come up when in person with people. So in like an online community, I feel like it's less likely for those triggers to come up because there's the safety by being kind of behind a screen. So does it matter that maybe those triggers aren't as activated or we're not as present with them because we're not being challenged in direct interaction?
Such a great question. I've wondered that myself. Take a moment, guys, to just reflect on that brilliant question. I've wondered that myself, Kirsty, and I've often wondered, am I hiding behind the screen? Cindy once said to me, Cindy, I remember, she said to me, Safa, all these years, we don't even know if you've got legs because all we see is here. And I said to myself, damn, am I hiding my body? Is this why I work on Zoom? Because you're right, Kirsty, the body, right? And being embodied, connected to another body, letting someone witness your whole body, that's quite a scary thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the feelings and the sensations that arise when we're in contact with, in the physical material world with each other physically, is different. It's different. Now, my answer, my experience is this is like a training ground. This is like I call it like an alchemical chamber, because we get to experiment with our edges while we're safe, while we've got like our blanket, and while we've got like, we're in our own place and we're in our cozy bed, and no one needs to know that I'm actually wearing pajama bottoms underneath this. And do you know what I mean? Like we have some level of comfort. Now, think about where we've come from. We may not have come from family fields where we necessarily found it easy to be fully embodied in the family field, to physically meet partners in person and always feel safe and held and seen and resonant. So by doing this work online, there's a degree of safety, right? Because there's a degree of, we're in our own space. If it gets too much, you turn your camera off. If it gets too much, you can leave, and there isn't this whole, where's Diane gone? And sometimes we need that. We need options, right? To be able to learn about ourselves and what we're comfortable with. And then we go out there in the world. And for me, it's certainly helped me to be more comfortable in the world with people, but at a deeper level of comfort. Because I was always, people look at me and they're like, you seem so confident when you talk to people, and you're so, it's so easy for you to talk, and it's so easy for you to be around people. And I say, there's different levels of connection. There's different levels. I want to be connected to people at a deep level. Now, in the outside world, we don't always get that. We need to seek spaces that are safe. We need to seek spaces that allow us to experiment, so that we do go out there into the world and start embodying who we really are, because we've been seen, felt, and heard, and we've seen, felt, and heard others. Then we go out in the world and we act differently in person. And what we're also going to be doing with the tribe is we're going to be incorporating in-person meetings, which is because it is important to meet people in person, and it's different. Like if right now we're all sat on Zoom in our houses, but imagine we were all sat, on a beautiful farm, like round a fire underneath the night sky covered with stars. Completely different energy, right? And we need both, I believe, because we're here in this human physical realm for a reason. And technology can help us and support us to learn and to grow and to connect, and also being in person. We've got loads of destinations to that we're planning some beautiful retreats at. I'll name a few: Switzerland, woo, Ireland, woo, Morocco, yay, and Lisa, who's not here for some reason, but she suggested Death Valley in the US. So look, we're a global group. We want to find ways to connect in person safely. Wherever you guys invite us, we will come. I think that's a great question. What are your reflections? Think about that one. There's very few times in our lives where we will get to be in person, unless we pay thousands and thousands of pounds to go on a global retreat where we're joined by people from all around the world. We're not going to get the chance for £2 a day to connect with people from all around the world, different nationalities and backgrounds. Everyone's got on the same page about spiritual growth, and the same people month after month. There's certain things that technology allows us, and let's take advantage of it and build that community at all levels, physically, spiritually, in all realms. Any other questions or reflections, comments? Did you put your hand up, Pat? No questions. All right. Well, let's get started. The key to this is feeling. You guys will get sick of me saying that. But the key to this and everything, healing, spiritual growth, is feeling. Feeling your physical body, first of all. Feeling your emotions. Please know that in this space, it's safe enough for you to feel an emotion, let it amplify, let it come up, and that's where we can transmute it. In this field, emotions are felt. They're not buried and suppressed. There's no point. It just means you have to carry it around for the rest of the week. That gets heavy. So I really encourage you to open up for yourselves and feel. And we're going to go on a journey starting with our physical body. We always start with the physical body, allow us to go deeper. And I'll be guiding you through this all the way. Then we go deeper into the energy field, and then we will eventually start traveling through our sensitivity and focus into the collective field. In the collective field is where we start to experience some big miracles, some big radical shifts, lots of light, lots of inexplainable phenomena. The mysticism is in the collective field, not in the individual ego. How do we get there? We feel. So please be willing to feel. If it's difficult and you're getting stuck, and you're really like, ugh, I'm stuck, not going anywhere, can't feel anything, come back to your physical body. What is happening in your physical body, no matter how high you go spiritually, bring it back to the body, because the body makes sense of it. So if you want to position your camera so I can see your body, that will be helpful. Please lie down. Oh, Enza and Clara are ready. Hey, Enza. Hey, Clara. Kate, if you can lie flat without that pillow behind you, that will be much better, because we are going to be doing spine surgery as part of this work. And to be able to reconstruct the spine, we have to have a flat spine. Great, well done. Nice and flat, Antoine, brilliant. Julia is completely flat on the floor, flat out. Love it. Please don't fall asleep. If you fall asleep, you will miss the whole thing. And at the end, when you hear everybody share their experiences, you'll be like, oh my God, I actually fell asleep. Please stay awake. Wonderful. Martina, can you lie down as well? There we go. If you have somewhere you can put your phone, make sure your phones are off. You're not going to be interrupted. Your notifications are off. Good. Gently close your eyes, everybody. Allow your eyes to close. Bring your attention to your inner world. Bring all your attention to your inner world. We're going to just get connected to the body. See if you can squeeze your hands into a fist and release. Squeeze your toes and release. Stretch your fingers, stretch your feet. Do that a few times. As you clench, you're inhaling. As you release, you're exhaling. And as you do this, you're saying to yourself, I'm focusing on my physical body right now. Feel it. Do your hands stretch in perfect symmetry? Which toes are you drawn to? Start to bring your perception deeper into the body, into things you might not normally notice. Antonia, it's a nice idea if you lie flat rather than on your side, if you can. Breathe. Good. I will be focusing on you guys collectively, but also supporting you individually. If I tune into your nervous systems and I see you need some support, I will help you there. If you'd rather not have that, personal or individual mention, please turn your camera off. Great. Relax, everybody, and enjoy the ride. Take a nice deep breath in, all together. Inhale, belly rises. Exhale, belly falls. Start to feel the backside of your body lying on the ground. Bring all your awareness to the backside of your body. Start to feel into your spine. Where is your spine? Can you find it? Scan down your spine. Good. Come down to the base of your spine. This is where we're going to start the work. Feel into the subtle sensations in the base of your spine. The root space. Feeling in. What does it feel like? Allow the sensations to amplify. Visualize the base of your spine as a golden triangle. Feel the way it moves. We're going to develop some golden roots from the base of the spine to ground the system so we can feel deeper into subtle realms. Exhale into the base of your spine. Send the breath down there. Let this golden triangle become very visible in your mind's eye. Feel the weight. Feel the way it wants to ground down. It wants to drop. Notice what might be stopping it. Give yourself permission to let this golden triangle in the base of your spine drop. There, better. You can feel it moving, calibrating, sending nerve impulses up the lumbar spine. Feel it. Good, everyone. Good focus. Stay really focused. And just allowing now some golden roots to grow from the base of your spine, from this golden triangle into the core of the earth. Visualize golden roots growing down. When we do this together, it's very, very fast. Keep your body still. Notice where your roots get blocked and exhale down. Keep your mind's eye on the core of the earth. There. Let your body soften. Let your spine melt into the ground. Start to become more absorbed by the stillness of the ground, the depth of your roots. Visualize and follow. The roots require us to trust. What we're doing at the moment is just clearing the energy that's moving around the roots that creates this kind of confusion, chaos, uncertainty. So if you've been feeling that lately, that's what's clearing now from your roots. You can support your process by exhaling down, focusing on the stillness in the core of the earth, growing thicker roots with your willpower. Allow your roots to be free-flowing and clear, like channels. They anchor you. But notice how we have more anchoring to do. Your hips, your pelvis still moving. We're going to get to stillness. Connect with your hips. Feel your hip bones. Now come into your pelvic floor. Start to feel into your pelvic floor as we do some healing work here. You may notice there's tension, tightness in your pelvic floor. Soften into the tension. There's nothing to hold. Keep your breathing deep and steady when you work with the pelvic floor. Good. Notice when you have the connection and you can almost see inside yourself and you have a look at your own pelvic floor. And you say, okay, this is my pelvic bowl, right? Now, open and widen. You'll feel your hips almost softening and opening, dropping out to the side. I'm going to do some work right here to clear imprints from the pelvic floor. You might feel this deep, deep inside yourself as sensation. Please allow the sensation. You're safe. It might feel kind of strange, but it might also feel a little bit familiar because we carry these patterns of tension in our pelvic floor, sometimes without noticing. So this release might feel like familiar. Don't shut it down, just be curious. There's a big unwinding happening in the tissues of the pelvic floor and an opening. The pelvic floor is really a portal. It takes us deeper into the womb space, to the ocean of womb. And when we clear the portal, it's like clearing debris in front of a door. You get the key and you can open the gates of womb. So just noticing what's clearing, lifting, the subtle sensations now. Bring your awareness to the subtle sensations in the energy field. Feel the way your pelvic floor moves, vibrates. Is it something that you can connect your heart to? This is about connection. Can you connect your heart and accept these sensations by being curious about them? By inviting them in to give you information about your growth, about your path. This is the deepest part of ourselves, is the mirror of our pelvic floor. Beautiful. Let's start to experience some deeper connection, love, joy, wonder. And we're going to now open the gates of the pelvic floor, and we're going to go deep into the pelvic bowl, which is actually the ocean of the earth. You might start to see the horizons open and the ocean become available to you. As this ocean field opens in your pelvic bowl, there's nothing to do, you just observe. Feel the ocean. See the ripples of the ocean, but the ocean's still. And as you focus on the stillness here, the still waters, let your body soften. We really come from water and return to water, the ocean. As you observe in your mind's eye this huge ocean landscape. What's stopping you from becoming it? Your heart is only what keeps you separate and also what unites you. So we're going to dive. We're going to take a deep breath and we're going to start setting the intention to dive into the ocean. As you do that, you plant that seed, just start to feel the subtle sensations in your spine. Lower thoracic spine is releasing. We're going to do some spinal reconstruction, which will help you to feel deeper. Releasing blockages in the spine, very important to allow us to become a clearer channel. You can feel now we're releasing from the mid-thoracic spine, just behind the heart space. Feel into that place. We're releasing what feels like an imprint of panic, stuckness. If your body needs to move, just allow it to move. If you need to make any sound, just allow the sound to leave your body. Feel into the spine. Great, now I'm working with your whole spine. Just surrender your spine to this safe place, this safe space, and become the observer and the feeler of sensation while your spine unwinds itself. And everything that it's had to hold throughout your week, throughout the months, throughout your life, just surrendering your spine. It will start moving like a skipping rope. It may bring up sensations, emotions. It's okay. It's okay. We're like washing out the spine. Let the movement happen. The place we get blocked in the spine is in the neck and in the sacrum, and that keeps us blocked. We're actually an open channel from the heavens to the earth. So we're going to open up this spine and we're going to open up individual and collective channel. Notice where you're holding the blocks in your spine and go deeper into the sensations of trust. Just feeling into the neck now. There's some blockages here, which we're going to work with. You might be feeling this as pain in your own neck, tension in your own neck. On the right side, feel it all opening and releasing. And it's now starting to open up the base of your skull. Good. You can feel the right side of the base of the skull opening, that occipital area. These are, again, they're gates to the crown. If we hold too much tension in the occipital base, we cannot get access to our crown. Soften, follow the sensations. Don't make any stories and just allow. There we go, the left side opening. Great. You're going to feel sensation in the back of your head. We're releasing a big membrane here at the back called the falx. Some of you may know this from your cranio work. This is, again, very important membrane. It holds a lot of stress. When it gets too tight, we feel ourselves stuck, trying to control the uncontrollable, not trusting ourselves. This is now starting to release. And along with this, it may bring up heavier emotions, fatigue, exhaustion, etc. If that's coming up for you, just exhale. Keep feeling into the back of your head and let your back soften into the ground. Good. Now where we are, we're in a bit of a place of hovering. We have a big opportunity to drop deeper, the entire nervous system and the entire energy body. We are still at the physical level. So to go deeper, we need to allow ourselves to connect with the heart field. There's lots of energy moving around the heart right now. Bring your attention to your own heart, to the subtle sensations you feel inside. Feel what's moving. Feel left and right. I like to perform heart surgery. That's what we're going to be doing right now. Open your heart up in this space and just allow. Some of the things that we feel blocked by are actually just vibrational structures in the heart. Emotions that we haven't processed fully, sometimes just blocks from the day. We're going to go inside and we're going to purify the heart. You're going to feel this strongly in your heart space. If you need to release emotions, please do. Give yourself permission to soften into your heart space. There's a big, big cord running through the heart field. If you can feel it, be gentle with yourself. You might feel this cord is quite thick, it's quite strong. Maybe it's familiar to you. Cords are things that we have attached to in order to feel a sense of safety. But they also block us from going deeper and creating empty space in our heart to receive what we're truly looking for. You can feel this cord now moving through the right side of your heart. You might identify it as something that you've been holding on to that isn't actually serving you, but somehow feels familiar and safe. You can place your palm on your heart, gesturing to your body that you're actually willing to do the work here with this structure. And the work will now be done. The cord is losing its power. It's starting to break. It's starting to show you that it's actually not the safety you were looking for. You might feel that. It goes quite deep down the right side. Right side is the masculine side of our body, our direction, our clarity, our purpose, our conviction within ourselves, our ability to provide for ourselves, for our families, softening into this, trusting. There, that goes all the way down to the liver. Trust yourselves right now. Try on trust and see what it feels like to fully trust where you are right now is perfect and that you have the ability to create whatever it is that you want. Come into the center of your heart. We're going to go deeper. We're going to go inside even deeper. You're going to feel this moving inside your heart. Open up even more. Good, beautiful. Your heart fields are opening up in a really nice way. And all these layers, when we go deep into the heart's just a landscape frequency. Layer after layer, we visit, we learn how to transmute fear to love. What's coming up now are childhood imprints. And maybe some fear arising in your body. If that is arising, start to exhale. Stay connected to your heart. Uncertainty, insecurity, that kind of feeling, not knowing what to do, that's what's coming up. That's what you're starting to make a connection with. As you make your connection, you can do the transmutation. Bring compassion and love into this vibration. Hold it tenderly. It's the young part of you. All it wants is a little bit of tenderness. Softness with the very young field of your heart. Softness. Maybe the softness that you never got as a child. Maybe that. It's there. It exists. Be soft, be kind. Yes. You create it, even if you've never had it. Better. The heart is now starting to heal the wound, the inner child wounds. You might feel that as like a light moving horizontally across your heart, like a bandage, healing the rawness and the wound of the field of the young one. Go back to the physical body. The heart is integrating that now. Go back to the physical body. Feel your arms stay in your body. Feel all the way down to your fingertips from your shoulders. Great. Now you're going to get a sense of how your entire body and energy system is moving in space. Take a bird's eye view. Watch yourself. You can see how much movement there is in the shoulders. These are patterns of tension, holding, where we don't trust ourselves to drop deeper. And we have opportunity here to drop deeper. So feel. Let the shoulders soften. Good, that's it. Feel your shoulders melting. And becoming like liquid on either side of you. Good. Okay, feel your legs also melting, becoming like liquid. Open, keep your heart open. Trust. Stay very aware, alert, but soft and relaxed. Good. We're now going to drop the entire nervous system and energy body into a deeper ground. To do this, you need to surrender. You need to just let go of your mind, let go of control, let go of needing to know anything, needing to do anything. You're going to feel me holding your spine, just at the neck and at the base where your golden triangle is, and we're going to drop the ground. As we drop the ground, all fluctuations, sensations, emotions, vibrations can come to the surface. Your job is to hold trust for yourself. As we drop deeper into stillness, we drop deeper into peace. Feel your body. Your body wants to go in this direction. You've got lots of releasing happening in your pelvis as we drop deeper. That's it, good. Keep letting it go. Just let your body do whatever it needs to do. Your mind can figure it out later. That's it, we're going deeper, that's it. Well done, keep going. Don't fight yourself here. Focus now on the stillness. Wherever you notice movement, there is stillness beneath it. Everyone focus on the stillness. Allow the stillness to amplify in the space. That's it. The stillness calls you to rest, to soften your body, to spread out your energy field, to open your heart. The stillness is the safety. Spread out. Feel your whole energy field spreading out. Take up your space here. That's it. So now you can feel your energy system start to feel the space 1, 2, 3 feet around your body. That's the space you're expanding into. It's an expansion, requires trust. Bring your attention, your mind's eye to the space around your body, 2, 3 feet around your body, around your physical body. Feel the space and feel the space. See how much space there is for you here? You can keep expanding. It's empty space. See if you can merge with the empty space. See how wide you can go. How wide does your hips go, your pelvis? Can you feel the room that you're in? Can you take up your space here on earth? And know that you are worthy of all of this. Fill up the room that you're in by spreading out. As you spread out, you trust. As you trust, you become more aware of the deeper fields, the deeper subtle sensations, the light that is ever available for you, the healing that is ever present and happening, because you have expanded your perception. And now the healing is happening on your throat. Stay open and hold the space. The center of our self-expression, the bridge between our brain and our hearts, our throat. Throats are being attuned, freed. Nothing to do right now, guys. Just relax. That's it. How far does your voice echo into the landscape? That's the question from Spirit. How far do you let your voice travel and echo into the landscape? Where do you stop yourself short? Open, there, better. Beautiful. Big opening in the throat. Throat chakra, you deserve that. This is your expression. It's an expression of your heart, your throat. Well done. You've got this, Jazzy. Beautiful. Just let this work through you. Yes. Hear your voice echoing in the mountains. Good. Now your fields are very, very open. Let's come into a gentleness, a softness, a curiosity about this wider, subtle, collective field. And as we do that, Spirit honors our curiosity and our trust and starts to work through our third eye and our crown, feeling into the third eye space. Nothing to do. There's a nice polishing up happening in the third eye. You will have very bright, like a crystal, but it's more like a diamond, and it's getting polished. It's a diamond structure in your third eye. You can feel it right now being polished, cleared and cleansed, and it gives you perception from all angles. It's a multi-dimensional crystal. Release the pressure. Where the third eye and the brain have become disconnected, we're going to reconnect. Multi-dimensional perception has to be interpreted by neurological networks for you to make sense of what you're perceiving. We reconnect the third eye with the quantum level of the brain. So you perceive deeper and you claim your crown, your high level of perception, your consciousness. All of you have crowns that need to be claimed right now. Feel into the space above your head. Crown attunement. Sometimes we have some interferences in our crown space, and that's what's clearing right now. Where people have been trying to put ideas into your head or make you think things along a certain way, all the collective imprinting, all of this affects our crown. It's time to reclaim your crown. Golden crowns. You decide what you want to do with your crown, what you want to open up to, what level of divine light you deserve. Clear your crown from any interference. Better. You can feel now the spiraling happening around your crown about 2 feet above your head. The spiraling is like the kingdom of heaven. The vibration of the spiral is saying, the kingdom of heaven is here. It's open, it's available. You're part of it. All you need to do is become aware. Nothing else to do. Beautiful, everyone's becoming aware. Feel that in the collective worship, as we embrace our power and our place. Let's do that all together. Raise the crown. Beautiful, you can feel, and maybe you can even see the white light spiraling. That's all of us together in the crown field. See how easy it is when we do this together, guys. Beautiful. Bring your hearts online and connect with that. This is where you experience ecstatic joy. Yes. Well, hey. Oof, you guys like the crown. You like being up here. Interesting. So you're up here. What are we going to do up here? Hattie's like, nothing. I want to do nothing. Just going to hang out. If we want to hang out up here in the crown, let's hang out together. Let's get to know each other. Feel each other. In the cosmic royalty, if we're going to hang out here in crown consciousness, have a look around at these people. It's no coincidence who's joined you here today. There is so much higher level intelligence in this room. Feel it. Feel who you've joined with in this dance. Say thank you. We've opened the collective crown together. See the beauty? When you see and feel the beauty in yourself, you'll see and feel it in everyone else. And then you'll know that you belong and where you belong. And you won't squeeze yourself into small places that don't make space for you and that don't really see you. You won't fit in with people who are adamant that they don't want to see you in your power. This is where you belong. Cosmic royalty. Oh, you want to go higher? You guys are nuts. All right. Where are we going? Higher. Heaven. 7 feet above your crown, there is a gate. The gates of heaven. A heavenly frequency. Heaven is infinity. We can go through these gates together if you like, guys. When we go there, we have to keep our heart open because we can only live in heaven when our heart is open. Put your hand up if you want to go in. It's your choice. There's nothing to be afraid of apart from heaven is the ultimate collective consciousness, where we realize we're here with each other for a reason. Let's go. The big doors. We split the group, we go on either side and we start to open the gates. You're all doing great. I can see you all by the gate. Right, let's start to open the gates. And as you can see, what comes flooding through is just golden light. Through the crown. Golden light, your ancestors. Feel it. This is the first gate of heaven. Gate 1. Can you feel it? There's more, but we're not ready yet. More of this in the tribe. That's just a teaser. Soak it up though. The light here is very high. These are where your one level of your ancestors reside. You can play here for a bit. Maybe you will meet here loved ones who have crossed. Yeah, beautiful. Open your heart up in this space. We only go to the higher dimensions of heavenly realms when we can keep our heart open in this realm, in this first level. It's a training ground, this. And you're all doing actually amazing right now to keep your hearts wide open. Soak it up, receive. That's all we need to do to keep our heart open. Receive. Repeating within yourself, I'm worthy. I deserve all this. This light is me. Soak it up. That beautiful, Dogus, well done. This worthiness is what allows us to go deeper. We will only be given what we can hold. Do not fight yourself here. You deserve it. Beautiful. Well, hey, cosmic royalty. This is it. Honor yourself in this place, the journey you've been on in life, the healing you've done, everything you've overcome. Honor yourself. This builds resilience, and resilience allows you to go deeper. You know that nothing was in vain. No struggle was in vain. You did it. And there's more, always more. Invite from your heart, invite the person that you love the most, invite them to meet you here in this frequency. Because meeting anywhere else is just a game. Invite that person that you love the most to elevate their frequency, their consciousness, to come meet you here. See if they take up that offer to dance here with you. As you maintain high vibration for yourself, you'll be joined by people who are willing to maintain high vibration with an open heart for themselves. Beautiful. Feel the community you have around you right now. Feel how we're all here together, dancing in the light with no agenda. There is no alternative agenda. It's just us figuring out who we are. See the equality that exists here. We are all equal. There is no separation. We just dance. We are the light. Include everyone. Everyone here has something to teach us, to teach you, to heal you with. Yeah, beautiful, Julia. Nice. Find inclusivity in your heart to learn from others, to receive from others. We can only do this when we're around each other in a healing field. Good. You can feel how the energy changes as we start to embrace each other. And we become curious. What might we open to? What might we learn? What edges of ourselves might we heal through this collective field? And inside, as we slowly come to a close, I want you to set an intention as we're here in this high level to really allow yourself to be seen and heard. Do it in the field right now, and then it will transpire in your physical reality with daily practice and consistency, not a one-off. Being seen and heard. Practice it. Show up in this field. Show your light, shine your light, move the field, spiral. Be part of this. Participation is elevation. That's what Spirit says. Participation is elevation. It's generosity. And we are only generous when we are overflowing because we know who we are. Lovely. Gosh, it's turning to a playground. You guys are nuts. Wow. I couldn't have predicted this. Great. Well, we've established that you love being in the crown and the heaven is your home. How are we going to come back down to earth now? Let's check. Let's check with Spirit how we come out of here. Put your hand up if you want to stay here forever. I know, right? It's too good. I know. And look, guys, I'm not going to kid you. The journey back in to the body can bring up a lot. Okay? We can feel emotional, we can feel all sorts as we journey back into denser material realm, but it's okay because look, we're making the journey back in safe. We're doing it together. And you've got a lot of hope ahead of you. So let's start to travel back in slowly, bringing in the frequency that we've experienced, what's available to us, this mystical, magical, collective madness. Bring it into the brain. Let it move through the neural networks. Feel the left and the right side of your brain starting to respond to this. Feel the fluid around your brain starting to wash all the old away. Connect now with the physical movement of your brain. This is for you to bring this frequency to your daily life, your work, your business, your creative passions. Using your brain to anchor in high frequencies of light. The brain is a quantum computer. That's scientifically proven. Good. Now we're coming down into the chest. Good. We're anchoring in the body. We have to anchor high vibrational fields in the body. Otherwise, we can't revisit as easily. Anchor this into your chest. Strong. Good. Holding it for yourself. Beautiful. Really nice. Coming down into the gut. Coming down into the pelvis, into the womb. Feeling into your womb. Now, this is a place where you might want to drop out of kind of quick because you're like, why am I here? You're here because you need to hold right now the frequency of, I believe I'm worthy to hold this. Beyond this session, which is ending in a few minutes, you got to believe you're worthy to hold this for the rest of your life. And that's what your womb is asking you to do now. Good. Good, Julia. I'm going to do a quick round of womb checking. Good, Kate. Nice stillness. Apana, really grounding into the womb. Placing your palms on your womb, if that helps you. Diane, see if you can go deeper. The womb is deeper there for you. Good. Access the mysticism and the miracle. Martina, put your mind's eye inside the pelvic floor. Good. Anna, bring your heart and your womb together. Teresa, good stillness. Stephen, trust. Open up to the trust, the journey ahead. Antoine, bring the heart and the womb together. Love your wombs, guys. These are vibrational landscapes into your cosmic royalty. It's not an organ. Hattie, enjoy the pleasure. Oh dear. Playing and enjoying. Antonia, beautiful. Keep feeling. Sensuality as well. It's all here. And Tony, the power is there. Feel it in the womb and soften the breath. Find your resting place in the womb, Tony, there. Cassandra. Place both palms on your hip bones and drop deep in to the pelvic floor. Kirsty, good focus. Throat and womb. Jasmine. Whatever is there is your elevation, not your block. Remember. Dance with your womb, Jasmine, and unlock it. And pat. Loving tenderness. Start to soften in the womb and embrace that there is more sensuality, pleasure. Pauline finds stillness in the womb. Go to the bottom, the pelvic floor, and exhale. Bridging in all of this beauty, guys, into your womb, your alchemical chamber, Christy. Christy, see if from your womb you can grow roots to the earth, to open up the womb channel. Ground your womb into the earth. Sarah. Lots more for you here, Sarah. Don't stop halfway. Go to the lower portion of your womb and feel inside. There is where your power is. Sarah, who's on an iPhone. Lots of maternal love that you can share with the world through your womb. When you let yourself expand and you share it, Simone. Embracing your madness. And all the while staying grounded, grow the roots from your womb to the stillness in the core of the earth. And then just trust whatever flows through you. Dogus. Embrace the connection and grounding that you already have with the earth without expecting pain, but instead by being an open channel, trusting the ground. Put your hand up if I've missed you. Terry. I saved the best for last. Beautiful. Feel the dance inside your womb. Connect with your yoni. This is your portal, your gates. You're going to be surprised by your level of creativity when you start feeling your yoni. Gonna go, what? I'm an artist. Since when? It's gonna be beautiful. Put your hand up if you want a little bit more direction. The last minute we've got Sarah Davies. Feel deeper. Surrender, Sarah. Surrender, expand. Your surrender is in your expansion. There, now you've got into the womb. Feel it moving, spiraling. And this is where you bring curiosity. Are you interested in this dance? Feel it. This is the mystery that you're being invited into learning about, Sarah. All of us, all the time. The mystery of womb, it will never stop giving. Great, we have regrounded into the womb, into the body. Please become aware of your beautiful physical bodies and take a nice deep breath. Inhale, fill your lungs. Exhale. Inhale, fill your lungs and exhale. Give your body a stretch. Let the stretch feel oh so good. Join me on the camera. Wonderful. I hope you all really enjoyed that. I did. I didn't expect us to be dancing in the crown like that, guys. Wow. It's a playground up there. Does anyone have anything they'd like to share about the experience that you have just had? Let's go, maybe we can go around the group and you can just pick the word that comes first to mind and share it. What word would you use to describe your experience? Let's start with Kate. I hope we all have the same view on the screen and we can go around. What one word would you use to describe what you experienced through your body?
Well, just 1 second. Remembrance.
Remembrance. Thank you. Aparna?
Expansion.
Beautiful. Diane?
Connection.
Yes. Connection. Martina?
Golden stream.
Golden dream.
Golden stream.
Oof, golden stream. Beautiful. Yes. Sorry, I get excited easily. Stephen?
Yeah, so that was intense, I would say, for me. Very intense.
Yes, it was intense. Intensity is good because it means that you were allowing yourself to feel. It was very intense. Well done. Julia?
Peacefully and delightful and very wide.
Beautiful. Thank you, Julia. Anna, let's go. You don't need permission to speak.
Okay. Some kind of hurricane power.
Hurricane power.
Yeah, kind of. But
Whoa. Was that in your womb? Or in general?
no, when you were talking about being in the crown, it was like
Yeah.
spiral, really big, I don't know, and thick, kind of thick, light, but thick.
Yes, because it was the
At the
first
same
game.
time,
Yeah.
it's a moment.
Beautiful. Let's go, Simone. One word to describe your experience.
Sorry, yeah, I'm here. Just wonder where my family is. Expansion, deep trust, really like open up. Yeah.
Expansion, deep trust, open. Beautiful. Antoine?
I experienced grounding and resting.
Absolutely. Grounding, resting. Who's next? Hattie. Hattie, you were having a ball.
Stillness.
Really?
I wasn't. Yeah. It was great.
Isn't it that in the stillness is where we experience our deepest pleasure and play?
Possibly. It was fun. It was still. It was great. I love that feeling.
Yeah, beautiful. Thanks,
Thanks,
you.
Safa.
Thank you. Good to see you again after all these years. Antonia.
It was very peaceful. I kind of fell asleep, so I missed a lot.
Antonia, you're gonna have to come back for more in the tribe.
Yeah, but thank you.
Yes, well, you're so welcome. You know, when our body maybe experiences this for the first time, like this deep rest, you know what Antoine was saying, like deep rest, grounding, you know, the whole adrenal system is like, oh, we get to rest, bang, we're gonna fall asleep. And the more we rest, the more we become alert in the grounding, in the stillness, and then we can play, dance, heal. So yeah, embrace, there's more. Tony, hi Tony.
I really missed this.
We missed
Thank
you. What's the one word you'd use to describe this, Tony?
There was this word longing, but it was like this. It's one word. If I could say it, I've missed this in one word, I would, but I don't know the word.
Beautiful. It's kind of similar. It's kind of similar to what Kate said about remembrance. You're saying it's like,
Yeah.
I miss this feeling, and that's because this is our home. This, whatever this is. Thank you. Kirsty?
Cosmic layers.
Yes. That made my heart stop. That was deep. Cosmic layers. And Spirit says, how can you then deny yourself when you see yourself in the cosmic layers? That has not come from me, that's come from Source. How can you then deny yourself if you see yourself in the cosmic layers? Pat.
Tenderness.
Beautiful, especially at the beginning when we did the inner child. Learning, that's so beautiful. One of the biggest lessons I've ever had to learn through any spiritual work is tenderness. It's the hardest frequency to tap into. It's so elusive. It escapes us so fast, right?
It feels fragile.
It's fragile.
Yeah.
Yes. We can do all this cosmic dance and we can do all these miracles in the field. And then it comes to, can you be tender with yourself? And our system goes, what? How? We're learning. I'm learning all the time. Tenderness. It's mastery. Thank you for that. Christy?
Depth and
And what?
dissolving.
Oh.
Dissolve.
Oh, I know that you enjoy dissolving, Christy.
This has been a long time.
Yeah, it has. But look, it's still there. Look, no matter how long it's been, guys, this field is timeless. And what you said, dissolving and light.
Depth.
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 All of this, guys, is what you are. Caroline. Caroline.
Safa, sorry.
Calling back. Earth calling Caroline.
I don't know why. Is it not working?
I can hear you. I'm just teasing.
Freeing.
Isn't it? Who's next? Jasmine.
I feel like the saying beautiful spiralic opening is coming up for me.
Beautiful spiraling opening. Yes, especially for your throat.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Our throat is a big power center that we often neglect, reject, and don't fully embody, because it's one of the hardest chakras to embody, our throat. It goes back to the tenderness. It's very fragile, but it's very powerful. And until we fully accepted ourselves, our throat doesn't open.
Yeah, I felt that deeply. And also this feeling of just surrendering to the opening and not like trying to find the block like intellectually at all, or being like, oh, why do I feel this? But really like this feeling of just letting it happen, just surrendering to that. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is what what Jasmine has just mentioned is what makes group field work unique. I do a lot of one-to-one work, both with myself and obviously with others. You have to go much deeper and get much more specific about the block when you work individually, because your consciousness is completely focused on you. When we work in the group field, we don't necessarily need to do that. We can go much higher, much faster by focusing on the surrender, being taken care of by something bigger. And that bigger thing is the group field. It's a different way of healing. It really complements one-to-one work. Imi, you had your hand up. We need to let you go back to bed, Imi.
Oh my gosh. So crown was gentle, and then like, I want, excuse my French, fucking powerful, like sexual, the whole womb, like, oh my God. I'm buzzing. I can't go back to sleep. It was awesome.
Was it worth waking up at 2:30 a.m. in the morning for?
Yes.
Thank you for being here, for your discipline to wake up that early. 2:30, 3 a.m. in the morning, like 3 a.m., more like 3 a.m., 3:30, 4 a.m., a very sacred time. The energy is collectively in the field is very still. So you get access to subtle realms much, much deeper and faster. So maybe this is why this is going to be a daily practice. Like a monthly practice for you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your beautiful words. Sarah Davies.
Freedom was for me. It felt very free and open.
Beautiful. Do you feel the expansion of your field?
Yeah, the expansion. Yeah, it was amazing and very held.
Yes. Beautiful. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Sarah Davies. Where are you based?
In Manchester, UK.
I thought from the accent. Yeah, great. Wonderful. I hope we'll be seeing you in the tribe. Who's next? Tanya.
A lot of love.
Say again?
A lot of love. Lots of love. It's nice and
Yes.
safe, and
Lots of love, certainly. Where are you from, Tanya?
Slovenia.
Slovenia.
Yeah.
Guys, we have got such an amazing global group in the tribe. It's like nuts. We are going to have amazing retreats. All you have to do is invite us to your house. We're all coming, all 50 of us. I'm joking. We'll have a retreat center. Won't turn up at your doorstep. Thank you, Tanya. Loads of love. Teresa.
Thank you.
Teresa, we need you to unmute yourself, please. Teresa, we can't hear you.
Okay, now?
Perfect.
Oh, yes. I feel I'm expanding, trust, and the stillness, a big stillness.
Thank you. I feel that. I feel you also holding the stillness for us, if I'm being honest, as an elder. So thank you.
Thank you too.
Dogus. Oh, Dogus, we need to hear you.
So, hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, peaceful and deep grounding and coming home. So,
yeah. So remembrance, expansion, connection, golden stream, intense, peaceful. hurricane power, cosmic layers, like opening, dissolving, surrendering, freedom, lots of love. If you guys want more of this, we're doing this every month. Every single month. And the more we experience this, the more our lives change. Consistency, consistent practice, devotion, and willingness to explore our true cosmic layers. If you're not already part of the tribe and you would like to join, please either just mention it in the chat and or contact me. You all have my email address and we can make sure that we get your membership set up. Please also spread the word to people that you know and people that you love, who you want to raise your vibration with, connect with at a deeper level, and just know that we are always here. The tribe is always open and we're going to welcome you at any point in your journey that you feel you want to join and be part of this. The tribe is always open for you. So if it feels right and you want to experience this on a regular basis, please do. We do all sorts of alchemical work here, ranging from womb alchemy to ancestral healing to accessing very high divine levels of heaven. Things that we can't really put into words, basically. Weird shit. I'm going to leave it there because we have gone over time. Thank you for staying right to the end. And Jasmine, you just mentioned your grandfather is passing. And I think that you're going to be an amazing guide to support him with the love of your heart, to cross in peace and in love. And if you need to connect with someone who's got experience in that space, please reach out to Simone. Simone is our facilitator in the tribe. And she has a lot of experience also with helping with the crossing of souls. So if you like, I can put you guys in touch in the tribe, or Simone will reach out to you. See, guys, this is what it's about, right? I love you all so very much, and I can't wait to see you in the tribe. Let's say a big goodbye.
Bye.
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 Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks so much.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Ciao.
Lots of love.
Ciao, ciao.
Goodbye. Ciao.
Bye, Safa.